Diddy had to sell Revolt for $50 million, and 50 Cent wants to buy it from him to get payback from all the things that Diddy was doing wrong to people, man. The number one person who's been speaking out during this whole entire ordeal is 50 Cent, because he's from New York. He really knows what's going on in the streets and what the people in New York have to say about Diddy. All the people that Diddy was messing around with before he became famous, before he became rich, he was the same way, man. He was acting like that his whole time, man. He wanted the power and the control. 50 Cent is not going to let him have it, so he's going to rub it in his face and tell him, you know what, Diddy, if you lose everything, I'm going to make sure to buy it back and all that, and make sure to keep it, and make sure that, like, the person who's supposed to be responsible, if you got millions of dollars and everything like that, you're not supposed to be over here setting people up and doing people wrong and everything like that. The whole New York, they standing up and they standing on business. 50 Cent, he's got millions of dollars. He could buy what P. Diddy loses. And at the end of the day, people know for a fact that it's time for a change. A lot of people, especially in New York, especially through the whole entire, like, East Coast, West Coast, down south, up north, Midwest, they starting to realize what's really going on out here, and people are starting to pay attention to everything. And you got to start realizing that these celebrities, people like Diddy and everything like that, they're all putting on a facade, man. It's two-faced. They're playing two different games. In one part, they smile in your face, trying to convince you to, like, agree with them and vote for them to do this and give them your money and all this type of stuff, you know? And then on the other hand, they over here, like, screwing people over. A lot of people feel like they got ripped off by doing business and doing work with Diddy, man. This is Danity Kane. People said Danity Kane, they was about to be the next ones to fall victim under Diddy, man. It's a good thing that they try to, like, get out of that situation as fast as possible. They didn't want to sign the NDA. They try to, like, hush them. They try to quiet them up. And they told them, if we'll release you and everything if you don't say anything about Diddy ever again. And this is what made them want to get out of that deal with Diddy. Danity Kane knows for a fact that they had it coming for him, and they didn't know what they got into. They were just there to win that competition, to win a whole American Idol that Diddy was putting on. Like, everybody, including Justin Bieber and Usher, they've been really backing away from everything that they were saying, man. And at the end of the day, people know that the people that are around Diddy is getting slimmer and slimmer. Nobody wants to be caught with him at this moment, man, because they realize that that's jeopardizing their whole entire career. Why do you think Macy's dropped Sean John and everything out of their stores? Everybody's getting rid of it, man. They on the chopping block. And Revolt dropped Diddy. He has to sell Revolt. And this is the same company that he had Breakfast Club underneath. He had the Noriega Drink Champs and all of that. And now the karma's coming back. He should have left all them people alone. And people starting to realize that Gene Deal, he's starting to expose Diddy on how he set up Tupac. He set up Biggie. He set up the East Coast, West Coast thing. All these families, my condolences to go out to all of the families affected by East Coast, West Coast. My condolences go out to all the people who was young kids when the East Coast, West Coast was coming up, and they got tricked into that lifestyle. They got tricked into that beef. All started and propagated by Diddy. The allegations, they're coming out. People are thinking it's true. A lot of people really think that what Diddy did actually happened, because they know for a fact people wouldn't pay $30 million, $50 million. They wouldn't sell this company, sell that, lose all of their deals and everything if it didn't actually happen. Most of the time, if it was not true, they would have fought the case and they would have beat it. But people know that the justice is going to come. Not just the justice for Tupac, but the justice for Cassie. The justice for all the people who wasn't rich and famous to be able to speak out like the celebrities are speaking out like. And one thing people got to realize is that, man, Diddy was playing a big game on everybody, man. He was money hungry. He was power tripping. After a couple of mils, he could have been cool. He had enough to have generational wealth. He had enough to invest and leave for his kids. But no, he wanted to get to the higher level, and that just meant stepping on more and more people, man. This is real. What you guys got to understand is that a lot of these people will go through great lengths to get to the positions that they are, man. And that includes just being selfish, like the downfall of everybody else for their uprising. This is what it is, man. And people got to realize that the money changed Diddy. He was supposed to be like a good person from New York. He was supposed to be helping his community, making a lot of changes. Yeah, he donated $1 million to Howard University where he went. But what did he do at Howard University that does he want people to realize no more? Why did he give them the $1 million? To quiet what? Because everybody knows if Diddy's giving $1 million to this or that, it's because he did something and he's trying to shut them up. Now, everybody that's coming forward from this situation, they're sick and tired. They don't want to wait no more. They don't want to have to take this to the tombstone and never get this like truth out there, man. A lot of people, their lives changed by this and the effects of them having to survive P. Diddy. This is the name of the documentary. This is the name of the movie, the name of the books that were going to be released, Surviving Diddy. Why is it that people had to survive? Why couldn't they be left alone by Diddy? They should be writing books saying, I got left alone, I minded my own business. But no, at the end of the day, man, the ulterior motives, the envy, the jealousy, wanting to be the #1 person, wanting to be at the top. It's New York, man. In New York, you know Jay-Z's coming out of New York. 50 Cent coming out of New York. When Biggie and Tupac were getting ready to surpass Diddy's level, this is when he started all the trickery, all the playing around, all the games and fooling people. Like the whole entire thing, it was a charades, man. It was a whole smoke show. It was a lot of things going on behind closed doors that a lot of people were too scared to talk about. Or at that time, they were too early and too young in their careers. They were working for Diddy. They didn't want to be all thrown out of the building. They didn't want to be on their own already, not being able to pay their grandma's rent. A lot of these people, they was taken from their family, given a chance, telling them that, hey, if you come over here and join Bad Boys, everything gonna be all right. Next thing you know, just like Sugeknight was saying, Diddy was dancing all in their music videos, being the executive producer, getting all the clout, trying to hype up the name. He putting Ciroc in all the videos. He was charging them to wear Sean John, but he was charging them $50,000 for wardrobe fees. He was charging them like for the bottles and stuff and props in the videos, but they were his bottles from Ciroc. So a lot of people were like, man, when am I ever going to get my money? When am I ever going to get my chance to shine? This is what Cassie was saying. She wanted to leave Diddy so bad. A lot of people wanted to get out of their deals. A lot of people wanted to run away from Bad Boy and the whole entire, like even Danity Kane wanted to drop out of that MTV show. But they knew that this was their way out of the hood. These people had no other choice, man. And it's a sad situation that they got tricked the way that they got tricked. No amount of money, no 30 millions is going to undo the damage that was already been done. But if it could like lessen the blow and make Cassie more comfortable, then this is why a lot of people are supporting. If y'all supporting Tupac, Cassie, and all the victims, I want you guys to put the 222s in the comment section. If you rocking with P. Diddy, if you a P. Diddy fan, let me know this. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you think that P. Diddy should have left everybody alone? Should people have spoken out a lot sooner? Do you think this is the end for P. Diddy? Because a lot of people are starting to believe that it's actually no coincidence that all these people are coming out now to speak on P. Diddy and the issues that he's been causing in their lives right when the Tupac case is getting solved. The feds, they hot on his trail, man. They know for a fact that the RICO is about to go down. This is why all the people are stepping forward. They got to get their millions before it's all seized and asset forfeiture by the feds, man. Because when the RICOs come, just like how they did to El Chapo, all these other people who got RICOs caught, they take their money too. And this is what people got to realize, that the millions and millions of dollars that everyone's trying to get out of Diddy is due to the fact that he's losing a lot. They heard wind about how Sean John was going to be dropped from Macy's. They heard about how all of the streams of income for Diddy is about to be affected due to the fact that nobody wants to actually be in partnership with a person who has all of these things coming out about them. This is a whole situation it's sad to see. If he would have just laid low, counted his millions, spent time with his family, made his generational worth, and took care of his community, he didn't have to do all those people wrong. None of this would have came out. He would have been able to still be a millionaire, still have lots of success, but without all the downfall, the negativity, and all the people that he had to step on and step over to get to where he's at, man. This is a situation that's ongoing. A lot of people, they actually they surprised by this, and they're affected, and they're like distraught by the fact that Diddy did this to their favorite people. Cassie's family, they want justice. Tupac's mom and brother came and spoke out, and they said that this type of thing is what they've been trying to warn everybody about, man. Tupac has been trying to say this for the longest time, and this is why everything is going like the way it has.